how much cardio to do when you're just getting back into the gym, especially over 40, busy life, kids, a partner, 9 to 5, all those things. Stay tuned and I'll tell you what I do. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I got this question a couple times in the comments about how much cardio. So if you've been following my channel, my real focus is strength training and endurance training. So specifically cycling and running. So right now I'm signed up for the RBC Whistler Granfondo. It's 122 kilometers. It's about over 2,000 meters of elevation. So I'm doing a lot of cycling. And in the comments, they're noticing that I'm doing like 60 minutes, an hour and a half, 2-hour sessions on my cardio days and asking if they should do the same thing. And my answer is, it depends. But in reality, no, not at all, depending on your goals. So for me, cardio is a couple things. One, obviously, over 40, want to ensure that I have a good heart and my heart health is doing well. But I'm also doing these long endurance bouts because I'm training also for performance. So during the winter, this is my opportunity to still cycle indoor training to keep my fitness up. So when road cycling season comes, I'm still back to fit when I'm ready for that Granfondo. So for those of you that are just getting back into the gym, my biggest thing is doing cardio for your heart health. And if you haven't been to the gym for a long time, I would say to prioritize the strength training, especially if you're over 40. You're going to burn more muscle. You're going to burn more fat with more muscle. And when it comes to cardio, I would typically start with walking on a treadmill, walking outside, and literally just gradually increase your time, just like progressive overload with strength training. Just each week, either increase the reps or increase the weight. When it comes to cardio, I would say start with a brisk walk. So typically, if I wasn't training for performance, if I wasn't training to do this Granfondo and cycling wasn't in my life, I would start with a brisk walk. Now, I would start the first week with maybe 3 days of weights and 3 days of cardio. And those cardio days, I would probably do a 10 to 15 minute walk. Start with 10 minutes, see how that feels. See that you're increasing your heart rate, and you're going to know, I would say, check your RPE and go to a level of 6 or 7. Maybe that might be even a little bit high. I'd probably stay with 5 or 6. And that is just your RPE is your relative perceived exertion. And so if you're staying between 5 and 6 and you're not really, and your heart rate isn't super, super high, then I think that's a good sign. So 10 to 15 minutes, 3 days a week for the first week, and then see how that feels the next week. And if you're feeling pretty good, I wouldn't probably challenge yourself till maybe the 3rd week or even the 4th week. Do 1 month of 3 days per week of 15-minute brisk walks. Now, if you do have, let's say, an indoor trainer like the Wahoo KICKR Core 2 or anything like that, and you do have a bike, even better. I would say, again, 15 to 20 minutes just to get into it, get into a zone 2. Again, RPE of 5, 6 wouldn't challenge your heart rate that much because depending on your fitness level, you can also hurt yourself. So again, I have been in that position where I've gone back into the gym way too fast, trying to lift the same weights that I did when I was 20 and doing cardio sessions like I was doing when I was 20. And I felt my heart just popping out of my chest. And then I end up literally just on my butt and in the bed for a week And then I just lose the motivation and I don't end up doing it. The goal here is, again, start off slow, progressive overload, and then kind of go by feel from there. But typically for me, if I go 90 days on a reset, I'll do 15 to 25 minutes for the first month. And then the second month, I'll increase that to 25 to 30 minutes. And then in the third month, I'd go from 30 to 45 minutes maximum for cardio. And then after that, then I'll probably go into start jogging, running, cycling regularly, etc. So that cardio time, I would say, again, 15 to 20 minutes is a good start, and then increase from there to 45 minutes. Now, everyone is different. Maybe in that second month, if you do have an indoor training, you're jumping into those 20 kilometers, 25 kilometer, 1 hour bouts, and you're recovering really, really well, and you're feeling good. Again, it's your goal. So for me, if I'm focused on fat loss, just specifically fat loss, that's when I'm going to be doing cardio till I see a stall in my weight loss or my fat loss journey. So that means maybe I'm doing 15 to 20 minutes. I'm losing, let's say, 1 to 2 pounds per week. In the second month, I'm still losing 1 to 2 pounds per week. I won't increase my cardio. Now, when I get stalled, and for me, it's typically the 4th to 6th week where I need to either A, drop my calories or increase my activity to continue on that 1 to 2 pounds of weight loss per week. And then I'll increase by 5 to 10 minutes per cardio session. So the difference right now for me, again, the reason why you see a lot of my cardio sessions at an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 4 hours, is because I'm training for performance. So I'm not really looking at fat loss directly, and I'm using more of my nutrition to kind of gauge, because I do want to be at a certain weight by May and then drop down as much as I can by the time I get to my Granfondo. Now, kind of give you some context behind that is typically when you're climbing up a hill with a bike, the lighter you are, the faster you can go up. The heavier you are, the faster you go down. So because this specific Granfondo has such huge amount of elevation, that is kind of my goal, is to steadily lose weight, but I also want to keep my performance. So my weight loss, I don't want it to be so drastic within 90 to 4 months, but this gives me a lot of time from now till September to really dial in and keep my performance. But for a person that is finding time and wants the most amount of impact towards their fitness goals, especially if you are 9 to 5, you got kids, you have a partner, all those things, sacrificing 2.5, 3 hours, 3 days a week is a lot of time. So start off with, again, 15, 20 minutes, do as much as you can, and then increase steadily from there. So hopefully you found value in this video. And if you have any comments, questions, tomatoes, let me know in the comments below. But until next time, thank you so much, and we'll catch you in the next one.